Hello, it's Molly Reamer with Bridget's Grove and 30 Days of Goddess with a brief flip through video of my May Magic simple prayer book. And these pages with text from my poems and things like that on them, these were available to our Goddess Magic community on Patreon, which is patreon.com/Bridget's Grove, and also in the Etsy shop. I also made blank pages with just illustrations available for everybody via our Creative Spirit Circle newsletter, which I will link to below. And I called that version Making Your Own Magic because instead of having my words in it, it is for whatever you want to include. For this one, as the cover, I used this card from Kelly Lincoln of Dancing Goddess Dolls. I'm one of her patrons, and she doesn't have a Patreon. She has her own website system where you can sign up for a membership, and then she sends you a card and another little gift every month. And so I used that card for the exterior, and then I sewed it in the same usual way that I sew all of my little sewn mini books. This one, I had these cute little envelopes that I put inside. I included a card from a promotional card for 30 Days of Goddess inside because I like to have that little reminder. This was another piece that I cut out. This bookmark came as a freebie from Women for Women International, where I sponsor a woman. I've done so for about 10 or 12 years now, I think. They vary in which country that they're in, but that bookmark came from them. And then I made this bookmark as well using a card from the Companion Daily Devotional deck. And then it has in it, the art was from a wee moon. And it has one of the printable prayer cards and have freedom of art. And then a card that I had gotten printed as magic mail for our Goddess Magic people. And then I send magic mail out periodically to them. Got a lot of new stickers this month, so you'll see they make a lot of appearances. And then this was a little graphic. I wish I had it printed in color, but I don't have a color printer, so it is what it is. I might get some copies of it printed later because I'm going to be making these seasonal graphics as a series with different little mini ideas, and so I might get them printed when I have more of them. I made it into a flip out, and then I put two little notes from our current Earth prayer class. I put those in the pocket, but this is an extra prayer card from the back of a 30 Days of Goddess prayer book. That's what's in the background here. And so I made that into a pocket and then added some Earth prayer cards to it. This time I colored everything. I don't always. I forgot to say that at the beginning. I like to use this faux watercolor colored paper so that it kind of jazzes up the interior from the beginning. Even if you don't add any additional color, you've got color to start with, and that makes me kind of happy. This one, I did kind of a little elemental note in each corner. And then I used, that was from a prayer book, and then that is torn out of a copy of my poetry book, Sunlight on Cedar, which was a proof copy that I am tearing up to use for other projects since I don't need the proof anymore. And which sounds kind of funny, but anyway, we don't always need proof. And a Squishmallow sticker from my daughter. These are other little bits pulled out of Sunlight on Cedar. This was leftover and that I was getting, I was going to just throw away because it was scraps from something else that I was doing. And then I thought, well, heck, I'll get those pieces and use those too. Another little pocket from Earth Prayer with a question: where do I discover hidden beauty? This one I got some new stickers, so I went really hog wild with those. And in the end, I also made a little pocket there with another little note. A little spring ticket, so to speak. And another magic mail reminder card inside the back pocket. And I forgot to say that at the beginning. I left this on the back so I could remember what it said. Sometimes I cover up the back part of the card, but this time I left it. And then I reinforced the inside with scrapbook paper that I found at Dollar General, actually, and I used that as the inside. So these little seasonal prayer books are a pretty small and simple project, and but I like to kind of consider them as kind of a seasonal companion through the season. So this one I did call May Magic, but I have a spring magic one, and I have summer magic, I have mid-year magic. And so sometimes they can last you for 3 months. You know, you can just gradually work on them as you feel like it. Or you could really even sit down in a sitting and finish it if that's what you feel like. They fit inside a small greeting card or thank you note is how they are sized to fit. And I just enjoy that format. I did have a tiny version of it as well, and I don't remember if I put that in here or not. I was going to show it to you real quick if I had it. Ah, here it is. So then I have a mini version. And that one I didn't do. I've colored a few things, but I didn't go really, you know, I didn't get super enthusiastic about adding a bunch of stuff to it because it's kind of just an add-on to my in-progress prayer book as kind of a little reminder, you know, like this is one of the things I'm working on this month. And so there's the little version. So there's not that much smaller, but I enjoy the small size. So that's the finished May Magic prayer book.